I want to welcome you to the launch of Ambassador Magazine. Um, it's been a journey for me to get here, but I'm glad I'm here. It's a very important time to do something like this, I feel. I really wanted to, to launch this type of magazine because it celebrates important and special people, not just in New York, but everywhere. And I'm going to be celebrating the creatives, people in the arts, in film, in hey Charles, in entertainment, in culture. So I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited to be able to bring together an amazing creative group of people behind the scenes, and New York, as they say, is the epicenter. They call the epicenter of COVID right now, but let's be clear. New York has always been the epicenter of the arts, the epicenter of fashion, the epicenter of film, the epicenter of entertainment. I'm here in Harlem, and we're the epicenter of all of that. So what better time than now, when so much is going on in the world, to have something that we can celebrate. So I just want to say to you, that's what this is really about. That's what Ambassador and Digital Magazine is about. It will live online. It will be on, you can go to Facebook, which is where you are now, or our Instagram page. You'll see a ticker tape going down. Once we get started, you'll see that. And Instagram at ambassador_mag, as well as a YouTube channel, okay? But this magazine is gonna, I've been in this business for a long time, 37 years. I started 18 years old. I was discovered by GQ magazine, and they actually, and then did Vogue and all these things. They said one of the pioneering models was the first Black male Gap model, which was a crossover situation back in the day. And so I've been in the business, been in magazines, been around magazines for a very long time. So doing Ambassador Magazine was something that was always inside of me, and working with people. I love the creative process. I love photographers. I love the hair and makeup people. I love, chatting it up with intelligent, creative people, right? So I'm going to do something now. I want to actually bring on one of my creative person right now, my creative director who helped shape this. He actually shot the cover, and he'll be shooting many covers, and he's my partner and in this process in Ambassador Digital Magazine. So if I can get Paul up here.
Hey, how are you?
John, wonderful photographer.
Thank you.
What's up, Paul?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, thank you, Paul. So great. We'll bring another people up that was a part of the cover later on. But Paul, right now, I just want to say hi to you, Paul. Paul is going to be like the Wizard of Oz. He's going to be behind the scenes tonight, making sure that everything kind of runs smoothly, okay? So
yeah,
I'll see you later, okay?
Thank you all for coming tonight. Stick around. There's a lot coming at you.
Okay, thank you. So thank you so much, everyone that's joining in. I see people joining in as we speak. I love you guys. This is my first time doing this, so I'm looking over here and I'm seeing my friends. I see Angelique. Oh my God, Yvette. Oh wow, that's wonderful. But I want to bring on. When I was thinking of this magazine, I knew I had to pick someone from Harlem. I'm born and raised in Harlem, and Harlem is known for its style, its fashion, music, entertainment, its culture. But Harlemites know that it's the home and the kitchen and food. So I wanted to be a restaurant. And this woman who is an entrepreneur, who is, owns her own restaurant in Harlem, a Black woman who owns her own restaurant on Restaurant Row on 114th Street and 8th Avenue. We still say 8th Avenue, Frederick Douglass Boulevard. Melba's restaurant, which is become an institution. She is she's an author. She's God, what else I can say? She is the president, the first Black president of the New York City Hospitality Alliance. She's also now been appointed by the mayor to head up the COVID-19 Small Business Advisory Council. She is also now, she's a mother. Let's not forget that. That's probably her most important role. But she's also now our debut cover star. And my dear friend, I love you with all my heart, Melba Wilson. Come on, baby.
We're trying to find Melba. Hang on one second. She's coming. She's probably doing a million things. Hold on one second.
Hi. How are you, Musa? Congratulations.
Oh my God. Hi, Melba.
My first time doing Facebook.
Oh, this is not your first time? This is your first time, Melba?
Facebook Live. So proud of you, representing Harlem in the magnificent way that you do. And Musa, you truly are all things food, fashion, culture, and Harlem.
Oh, I appreciate you, Melba.
So
you know,
it's only appropriate.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That means the world
Ambassador of Harlem.
Coming from you. Okay. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I don't know if it's the screen, Melba, on your side, possibly, but you got to see this beautiful face. You look incredible. I love this color on you. You know that. I love you, baby. I love
Thank you. I love you too.
You know, I want
you too. I dressed up for you.
I'm one of your biggest fans. So, Melba.
Well, we're fans of each other's.
Yeah, we're Harlemites.
Yes.
You know, being from Harlem, we learn. I know on both of our ends, we learn very much. And when I thought about this in terms of hospitality, I think we were born. You know, like I'm going to say, born, bred, and buttered. That's Melba. She's born, bred, and buttered.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
Hospitable to people, right? That's the Harlem way.
Right.
And you do
it. It is.
Baby, nobody does it better than you. Nobody does it better than you.
Thank you.
I have a hit list.
Thank you, Musa.
As being the Harlem ambassador.
Which you are.
I get people from around the world who, when they're thinking of Harlem, they give me a call and they want to go to restaurants and the whole nine. And I have a hit list of restaurants.
Okay.
So, you know, coming from Italy to everywhere, not just New York, not just from you know, the tri-state area. You know, a lot of tourism, which is, you know, New York City is known for tourism, and Harlem is the second leading tourist destination. And I always think, and you know what? I can always count on you, baby. Always count on you. I'm going to give it up for another one of my hit lists. I love myself some Sylvia's.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Right? I can give an applause to Sylvia's. Of course, there's many restaurants in Harlem, but girl, you Melba's. Everyone go there when the time is right, and takeout from Melba's right now. So we're doing takeout, right? And
yes, we are takeout and deliveries, without a doubt.
Okay.
Takeout and deliveries. And we're feeding a lot of, you know, the frontline employees. That's really what it's about during this time, being able to support our community, but also supporting our frontline workers that do everything for us and that are literally on the front line at this time. Musa, these are people that are putting their lives on the line for your friends, my friends, and our family members. And a meal may not seem like a big thing, but being from the South, you know, food is the common denominator that binds us. And that's our way to just give a little hope and say thank you.
You do it great. You've been doing that. You've been amazing with that from the jump. You know, New York City Hospitality Alliance, you are its president.
I am.
Of the board of directors, right? Would that be correct in saying that?
I am.
What a perfect time for you to be that person, because they got the right one. They got the right one, baby. It's you.
Well, I'm a huge fan of the New York City Hospitality Alliance. I've been a member since inception, which was 7 years ago, and I've been a board member as well for the last 6 years. So when they asked me to come on board and represent the industry, for me, you can't complain about the problems if you're not prepared to be a part of the solution. Right. So it's my honor and it's my pleasure to serve as the first female president and the first person of color to serve as president for the New York City Hospitality Alliance.
Phenomenal. And one thing I want to say is that with Melba is that you've been everywhere. I mean, this is, people are sheltering in place. We're definitely, I think we're all definitely staying indoors, at least most of us, sheltering in place. But you've been out there. You have been on the news. You've been on AM Joy a few times. And I think most people, if they haven't seen this, they should see this. I'm going to show a clip of 60 Minutes when you're on 60 Minutes. If you don't mind, I'm going to show that clip.
Of course, please do.
Here we go. Paul? You want to come back? Okay, we'll come back to that.
Okay.
This is live, and I definitely want to show that clip.
Okay.
And I definitely want people to see that because it's really important. So when you do get it, Paul, let me know, and we can go right to that, right? But one of the things that I know about you, Melba, is that you care so deeply for others. You care for your staff. And I know that when this hit hard, when COVID hit and they closed the restaurants down, right?
Yeah.
Like most of us, listen, I'm in the event business industry. So my job is, and most event people, I want to give a shout out also to Yvonne McNair, who's an incredible event producer, and she has a show also. I love her to death, but all event people understand what I'm talking about. We were immediately shut down. You can't bring people together, as well as Broadway was shut down, but the restaurant industry. And what I think one of the casualties, or could have been casualties. Okay, we are ready to show the clip. Okay, we're going to show the clip, Melba.
You got it.
Okay, we'll come back. Can we hear that?
Can't hear it. Can't hear it. You can't hear it.
That's on the fall side.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Okay, so listen, sometimes in live there's these technical.
Definitely, it happens.
And I'm actually really excited. Wow, when things like that happen, it's kind of like, it's like, whoa, this is wild. This is yeah. But the gist of that, even was when I saw that grabbed me. Melba, one thing about you is your heart. Was you weren't so much just talking about yourself, but you were talking about your employees.
Yeah. Well, Musa, it's not just me. There's no way I can make this engine run by itself. So oftentimes when I speak about the restaurant, I say we. And people go, oh, I didn't know you have partners or investors. I don't have any partners and I don't have any investors. However, it takes a team. And I have my restaurant family. And that's from the busboy, the dishwasher, the cooks, my assistant, our catering director, the servers, all of us. It takes a team to make this happen. So they're my restaurant family. truly are an extension of who I am.
Mhm.
And without them, this business could not run. So, I have 34 employees, and March 16th had to be the toughest day of my life in this business. Having to tell my restaurant family that by no fault of their own, that they would be furloughed and would not have a job
Mhm.
indefinitely, not being able to tell them when, how long this was going to last, not having any of the details was devastating. This is how my team feeds their family. This is how they take care of themselves. And having to tell them that broke my heart.
Breaking my heart just hearing you talk about it. And I know that most workers, whether it be the waiters, others, they rely on like us because they rely on tips. Sometimes,
Right.
Besides a small, hourly wage, whatever, it's the tips, right? It's us.
Right.
So,
That's right. All of
wow.
the servers and that's definitely what they rely on. So to go from making anywhere from $150 to $400 a night in just tips to not making that, it's a tough situation. So and it's nothing that they did wrong. They didn't screw up. They didn't come in late. It was nothing that they did wrong, but their lives changed instantaneously.
Right.
So
Question. I have a question.
Sure.
So here we are. That clip, which was 60 Minutes clip, right, was a month ago, right? Where are we now? What do you see now moving forward? Just kind of, with how are things now? Is my question.
With the industry, I look with myself directly or the industry.
Let's go both. So why don't we talk about yourself and then we can talk about the industry with Melba.
Okay. For myself, after the 60 Minutes piece, we received hundreds of calls for. Well, there was a piece in the 60 Minutes piece, and spoiler alert, where a gentleman called in, gave his name, but said he wanted to make an anonymous donation to Mount Sinai Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to donate 100 meals, and that aired in the 60 Minutes piece. And because of that, we had hundreds of generous people from all around the world that called in and did the same. Some of them, Gail King made a generous donation to purchase food for Harlem Hospital. Karen and Charles Phillips, and so many other people. And some people donated 2 meals. But there was so much generosity from around the world of people that were moved by our story and by what's going on in the industry. So that allowed me to bring back quite a few of my employees. That's still going on right now. And we are so gracious for the kind-heartedness and the generosity of so many people from around the world. Musa, there's a God watching, and that has changed quite a few of my employees' lives. However, sales are not what they used to be. So that's a difficult time. And when I think about this industry, it's a we industry. Mm-hmm. If I'm making it and my neighbor across the street isn't, then we're not winning. We're only as strong as our brothers and our sisters in this industry. So this industry is all of us. It's not just about Melba's. I'm very saddened by the fact of the PPP loans that were for small businesses. Right. And, to know that Ruth Chris got $20 million, even though they've given it back now, to know that Potbelly got $10 million. Like,
what's the other one? Shake Shack, right? Was that Shake Shack? No, which other one got 10 million? That's 20 million, right? Shake Shack
got 10 million. Danny Myers did give it back, which, we're also appreciative for. But Potbelly got 10 million. And as far as I know, they haven't given that back. And also giving it back, what does that mean? Does that mean that those funds are now distributed throughout minority businesses? To know that 95% of minority businesses did not get funded?
Same old story. We're the ones that are affected the most. Can I just jump in? We're affected the most. COVID-19 has been wiping us out.
Totally.
Okay. Let's be clear. And we're on the front lines. And yet, where we need the stimulus packages, the PPE, some people have not even gotten their checks. They have not even gotten stimulus checks. You know, it's just a compounded situation. You know, it really is. It's like moving through mud. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great word.
You know, it's not even like moving through air. It's like mud. Like that's what we have. You know, for us, that's what it feels like. You know, and I just got to 95% of the minority businesses not funded by the government loans.
Exactly.
So I'm putting up on the screen certain things, you know, that are happening right now, or that have been happening. But I'm so glad that you and others. I want to mention. I think you partnered with Jack Daniels and Harlem Park to Park.
Harlem Park to Park. That's exactly what I was about to mention.
Nicole Evans and those guys. Yeah.
NACOA is amazing, and Harlem Park to Park, all the board members and the members are wonderful. And what we did at that time was we came together to take care of our own. NACOA and Jack Daniels came up with this idea of doing a food pantry at different restaurants here in Harlem, where Harlem workers could come and receive a bag of groceries. And it was a luxurious bag of groceries, and it was something that could carry on and feed a family for about a week or so. So that was a wonderful gesture. But that's what Harlem does as Harlemites. A lot of us, our families are from the South, and there's that Southern hospitality that I don't care if you're born and raised in New York, it's still embedded in your spirit and embedded in your soul. And we take care of each other. We truly are, Musa, Harlem strong.
We are. Before, like, listen, New York strong has been I love, Cuomo has been leading the fight. You know, I think he's been doing an excellent job with, I
run for president. I really do.
Well, you know, don't forget, I'm just going to throw that in. You better vote. Y'all better vote. Okay. November, y'all better vote. Okay. Anyway, and we are, like I said, we are Harlem strong.
Yes, we are.
And so this is just no surprise to me or you from here that this is what we do.
This is who we are.
You know, but I'm going to take a little bit of a U-turn, and I want to get a little bit of a U-turn.
I don't know where you're going, but if you say
no, listen.
Come on, I'm with you.
You know, as we all know that this is this time, I just want to say this, and I want to say a few shout outs to my incredible team, if you don't mind. I want to definitely Paul Marjan. I want to say thank you. The people who worked on our shoot, Alejandra Briguet, who will be coming on later. Hi, Ali. Hello. We'll be coming on later. Come on later. And then my dear friend who I've known forever, who did the makeup.
I'm back. I don't know what.
And Kevin is not with us here because he's dealing with other things. He actually, a couple of his mother passed away. Oh. And yes, so I just want to send, if we all can, send love to Kevin McQueen. I love you dearly. Anytime I've ever needed anything, you're the first person that I thought of to make magic with. And you just understand and know that we are here for you. And I love you dearly. So you are with us now. I wanted to proceed tonight in honor of people like you and other people that are not here. So I want to, you want to say COVID is New York City is the epicenter of this disease, COVID. But you know what? I wanted to inspire. We're also the epicenter of the arts and culture and love and humanity, especially Harlem, honey.
Oh, okay?
It's clear, okay? We are those things too.
Yes,
and
we are.
Have to remember that without the arts, without film, without music, without entertainment, without literature, without our culture, who are we?
Yes.
So, and food. So with that said, I want to, I want to show my cover. You guys, okay, you guys have seen images. You guys have seen images. But what do we do first, Paul? Are we doing, we gonna do the champagne afterwards? You got champagne ready, baby?
I have champagne ready.
Always ready. We always ready.
Ready to go.
Here we go.
Wow.
Let's give it up.
Yes. Yeah.
I hope you saw that. We'll be posting that.
That is so wonderful.
So beautiful.
And Musa, I want to thank you.
One more
I
time.
want to thank you for.
I just want to show them that. I just got to love on this moment right here. Look at that, y'all. And we can go back. We're going to post that. That's going to go up on our, this is the actual cover. This is going to go up on, if you go on Instagram ambassador_mag. You know, of course, it'll be on Facebook and our YouTube channel, all those things. But let me be clear, and we can come back, is that when I thought about this, I said, Melba, honey, you know, it's covers. This is just a photo. It's a beautiful photo with a great photographer, but it takes that individual to capture it. And I said to myself, you know, you are one of the most beautiful women that I know.
Thank you.
You know, eyes of God, child. Those eyes you got, honey, make Diana Ross jealous.
You're a hot mess. You're a hot mess.
Did I say that? Look at
you
her.
did say that. You did say that. You did say that.
Yes. Okay. But I wanted to show who you are and the regal woman that you are.
Thank you, Musa.
You know, and that's what this is about, and bringing together a team, a collaborative team that could bring that out, and for our debut premiere cover. And so, let's talk about that day. You know what's funny? I just want to talk about that day a little bit. Is that when people see this cover, right? They go, wait a minute, we're in COVID. How did Musa get a cover out? Right? Magic. No.
Let them know. Let them know, Musa. Let them know.
What happened was,
what happened was
last year. We shot it last year.
I was so excited.
I can't wait to bring you on. And we shot this cover last year, and it was around October. And I said, okay, we're going to premiere the cover next year. Didn't I say that? And what month was that? I said, why don't we do it after my birthday, which is March 2nd, in March?
Yes.
Well, I had a plan, and our Lord had another plan.
Amen.
God,
come on now. Where's my tambourine? Okay.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. He had another plan, and so here we are. And at first, with so much going on, I was thinking, you know, there was so much going on. Do we show this? And it was just the perfect time, but the perfect moment, because you were so busy. 60 Minutes, AM Joy. She's going like this, running around, loving up. And but I brought together a beautiful team. And I was thinking about how I was going to bring one woman who I met. I don't know if it was through Freddie Leba, who's like my patron saint. Will be coming on a future show, which I can't wait. And I think it was either Freddie or Rebecca Moses. I met Alejandra. How do you say it perfectly? Alejandra.
Alejandra. Yeah, but it's Alejandra Burguet. Alejandra.
Look how she
Spice of Alejandra, yes.
You are spicy. And she does
giving us Frida Kahlo tonight. A little bit of Frida Kahlo tonight.
Right. So look at this. She designed these collars, and she's a designer, amazing designer. A bit avant-garde, poetic, romantic. In this case, romantic.
Yeah.
Diva. I want a diva. I want if you wanted to go out and sing, if you wanted to go out and just regale us with your presence, or you want to do an opera, whatever you want to do, honey, diva. You're the diva, honey.
She is amazing. She is.
That's what she gave me.
Thank you so much.
I love you, Alejandra.
I love you too so much. I'm so happy to see you and that I have worked in this amazing project. I'm just so happy to be part of it, and I don't know, it just makes me so happy to see everyone and the images and the cover, and it just worked out perfectly, like diva, beautiful, classical, and I'm just happy to be part of it, and I cannot wait to keep on doing this again.
Thank you so much. I'll be seeing you soon. We got more.
Thank you so much, Musa and Melba, for
We
this.
love you, Alejandra. We
I
love you.
appreciate it very much, and I love you guys so much. I cannot wait to be back in the city, and everything gets better.
Tell them where you're at.
Where
Tell them
are
where
you
you're
now?
at,
I am
Alejandra.
in Mexico
Tell them
now.
where you're at.
Where are you?
In Mexico now.
In Mexico.
She's in Mexico, joining us.
I'm
Thank
in-
you. With your family, right?
Yes, with my family. Mhm.
Okay, everybody's good? Everybody?
Yes, everyone's good here. We're not going out, but I
God.
need to be with my family here in the quarantine, instead of being in New York there alone or something.
But we're your family too, Alejandra. We miss you over here too.
Yes,
So
I
just
already
know
told my
that.
mom that I want to bring my mom to Melba, and yes,
Your mom owes me a date.
yes, I know she needs, her
Musa, I have to share something with you about Alejandra. I don't know if you know this. She is an amazing vocalist. She's extremely creative, but she sings her butt off. She tore it up on Tuesday night here at Melba's.
Yes.
Did you know?
Can
We
we
had
talk about
such a good
that?
time.
Can we, when we, after the photo shoot, we were invited by Melba's to open mic Tuesdays with our Harlem's dear, like they are the ones, dear friends, Raheem Walker and Gloria Walker, who kill it.
They
And
do.
They kill it. We know, of course, at Red Rooster on Monday nights, but they also open mic Tuesday. And girlfriend, you got up there and performed, honey.
Yes.
I don't think we were ready for that. We didn't know that.
As a surprise, it was a surprise, and I love singing, and it just went out. It worked out really well, and I love to sing, and I would love to be back in Melba Tuesday to singing again. And it's gonna be fun. And I told my mom about Melba and Musa, and she wants to come, and I will bring her to the restaurant, and so you meet my mom and everyone.
Well, we would love the opportunity to meet your mom. I would love to serve her and feed her and show her some Harlem comfort and soul food.
Yes, yeah, she's excited and cannot wait to for the time to come, and also for me to go back and to help New York, because I feel like part of me is like New York is my home. So for me, it's not being able to be there and help in these hard times. I feel like I feel sad. So I'm kind of preparing something. So I'm helping now Mexico in the way I can. But when I come back to New York, I want to do the same thing because
we need
Alejandra, are you making masks also?
Yes. Yes, I'm making some couture masks, and it's like yes, I'm doing.
You have one?
Yes, I have here like some actually. Yes, let me show you.
Beautiful.
Look, I have this. Is like the red one. It's like
Beautiful. I love that.
Come on now.
I have to get one of those. I love that.
I might need one of those too.
Yes, I will bring you, guys, everyone who, I will bring everyone.
In black.
And it's also
that's what I'm talking about. That's the one. Tammy Ford wants one in black. We got you, Tammy.
Is that the one with lace? Is that the one with the lace on it?
Yes, this one has lace. And
can you guys see the lace? It's gorgeous.
And there's another one with lace here too.
Gorgeous.
Love it.
So I'm gonna be making more, and to help with the COVID now, like some percentage of the mask sold, I'm donating to some families that have been affected here in Mexico. That but now I want to do this, and I will have to talk about this with you, Melba and Musa.
Yes.
So maybe collaborate in all this, helping people and anything I can when I'm back in New York. Yes.
Great, great. Well, you stay safe, Alejandra. And I love the neck piece that you did. I mean, it's so stunning, and it made me feel so beautiful and so luxurious and so glamorous.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on too. All right.
Thank
Love
you,
your family.
Melba.
Hi.
Look at that. Just love.
I love her. I love her, Musa. She's so uber talented. Oh my God.
She's
Oh my
love.
God. And she's so sweet, right? Her personality, everything about her.
I want to pinch her every time I want to hug her and pinch her.
Yes.
Everything around her, you know?
Yes. Thank you for introducing her to me. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Melba.
Yes.
You know, listen, we and it's so funny. Like the thing about Melba's, and I'm gonna put up some photos, is that when you know, the thing about Melba's is any given time at Melba's, and I'm there all the time. I said all my friends, as you know.
Yes, you do. Thank you.
All of them.
That's how we pay the light bill. You know that, okay?
I'm always so jealous.
Just your friends, okay?
No. They're your friends. They're your friends. But you know what's so funny? Is and you know what? Is and there we go.
My baby, my sugar plum. Love you.
I love you too. Listen, and I'm so jealous because when they come, I'm always like, why didn't you call me? I want to go see Melba too. But they go without me. So
not all the time. Not all the times.
Okay, not all the time.
No.
But Melba, so let's look at that's me. There we are.
Yep, that's us.
Who else? Who else we got?
I don't know. I want to see who else. I'm a little curious too.
Paul.
Siobhan must have gave you some of these pictures because I don't know. Oh my God! Yes, my sugar plum.
Now, how is she? She's so sweet.
Zendaya is one of the sweetest people and kindest people that I've ever met. She comes in unassuming. Whenever she's in New York, you can always find her here. And she's always a lady. She's always a lady, warm, very warm-spirited. And I'm so proud of this young lady and the talent that she is and the professional that she is. She's extremely professional. And we love her. We're proud of her.
Right. Love her. I mean, I've seen what she's done and how she represents young people.
She does.
That's a big, she really represents young people.
She really does. And in a very classy way, in a very, when Zendaya came up, and she did the her fashion show, she's so Afrocentric and very concerned about history. And she held it right outside the Apollo. Oh, that's my bud. That's my dude right there. Khaled.
This is a deck of cards right here. We got a queen and a king. He's a Khaled. Come on. What is he like?
This was, oh my God, this was backstage at one of Khaled's shows. And that was backstage right after the show. And Khaled is ultra talented and he moves mountains, and his faith in what he does and the people around him is undeniable. He has patience, but he's a go-getter. And I love that about Khaled. He's the best. As he says, we're the best. He is the best. And very proud of his success, which, as we know, did not come overnight. But what I like about Khaled is he didn't give up. And I know a little thing or two about that. So.
Right. That's another show.
Yeah. It's a whole other show. Yeah, he's a great friend. A great friend.
What else you got, Paul?
Who else do you have over there? Let me see. Oh, Tamara. So proud of
girl, baby.
She's a Harlemite. She lives here, raising her beautiful son, Moses, her husband, Steve. Tamara's another one that I'm super duper proud of. She stepped out on faith. And, personally, I truly believe she should have gotten the spot. She did not. But God had another plan for her. And her show is a hit. It's sensational. And she became a mother later on in life and got married. So you go, Tamarin. Totally support her all the way.
I love him. We worked together before when we hosted a book that we were both in, Possession Obsession. And then I just saw her recently. My good girlfriend Angelique Miles was actually on the Tamron Hall show, so I got to see her again. And she's just a breath of fresh air. She's just she's a phenomenal, like you. She's a phenomenal, beautiful Black woman. I love her. Beautiful woman.
She's smart and beautiful.
Right. Who else we got? Paul?
I don't know. I'm wondering.
Paulie?
Paulie.
Paulie.
You did a great job shooting the cover.
Yes.
Amazing.
Paul Marjana.
Great job with that cover. Wow. And Musa, I want to thank you for featuring a brown, big-eyed, curvy sister on the cover of Ambassador magazine, on the premiere cover. It took a lot of guts, because most of us walking around, a lot of us, all of us in that size too. And for seeing the beauty in the variation, in diversity, is what I want to thank you for.
You're welcome.
So thank you for taking the chance on me.
Thank you. You're welcome. It was like I said, it was easy for me because of who you are, and you're beautiful inside and out. And beauty doesn't come in it comes in different packages. That's what, I was raised by a beautiful, beautiful women. Remind me of my family. So, it was easy for me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who else we got?
I think we might be good right there.
We good?
I think so.
Love you, Paul.
I love you too.
Oh God, that's all I got.
That's a lot of photos. You had a whole Instagram of photos. You have a whole feed of photos.
Okay, yeah.
It could be a telethon.
I have a lot of people in there.
There are a lot of people that don't know this, but this is Paul Marjan, who's the creative director for Ambassador Digital Magazine. Say hi, Paul.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
And the wizard behind this program tonight.
Yes.
I'm trying to do all the little technical things to make it a fun show for everybody because I want you to enjoy and obviously celebrate an amazing woman. So we did a great shoot, but that wasn't the end of it. It's just so much to tell with your story. So I feel like we have more to kind of dig into because you're.
Can we do this now? Can we grab our glasses
I started.
I need a drink.
You and me both. Okay.
Yeah, grab it from Melba.
Okay. All right. Let's. Here we go. We got it over here. We're gonna show the bottle. Uh-oh. How you gonna pop without me? Okay. That's okay. Siobhan, who's over here getting beautified. She's already gorgeous. Say hello. Say hi, Siobhan.
Hi.
There she is. She's getting a little powdered up.
Hey, baby.
We have the makeup artist to the smart over here. I kind of surprised. Did they hear that?
Well, thank you, Nicole.
Come on.
Thank you, everyone. I see you. Trust me, I see you.
You see her over there? He's saying thank you.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Isn't she wonderful? We can't see you.
Yeah, she's on point. We love people like you.
She's amazing.
You make our job.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Hey, you guys, I think I need a little more. Letitia, you
me too.
You have your bubbly wherever you are. Wherever you are, this toast is to Melba, to the launch of the magazine, but it's also to people watching. I really love you guys. You know that.
There we go.
I love you guys. Brenton, I want to say hi to you too. I think you left, but that's and Bill.
Yeah, I saw Bill over there. Hi, Bill. We love Bill Foster. We love.
I saw you.
We love you. Say hi to Letitia.
And he has a great show, Real Talk. He has a great show, Real Talk. Also, please go check out Bill Foster's Real Talk. I always like to shout people out. Yvonne McNair has a great show. We got to shout her out, and we got to always give people their love. Okay, so anyway, here we go.
Come on. Here we go. Letitia, here's to you. Come on, guys.
And to everybody at home watching too. Thank you so much.
Yay! Get in there. There we go.
Yeah, we're starting something amazing, and we're so glad we're a part of it.
Poppy Prosecco, baby.
I see.
And it's just me. So come.
I'm at work, so it's not just me. I'm at work. We have
our house.
Here, say hi.
Yvette in Utah, I love you.
Yeah, cheers. There we go. That's Letitia. When we have Siobhan over here with the stuff up, scary eyes right there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
So let me tell you what we did with Siobhan.
Surprise, surprise.
We surprised Siobhan, and Letitia came over to do my makeup for the show. And we said, let's do Siobhan's makeup. So when she goes home to her boyfriend tonight,
Gina from Tucson, Arizona. Awesome.
Ooh, cheers. Here's to Ambassador. Here's to you. Here's to Paul. But more importantly, here's to us.
Here's us. In the beginning, I got more shows coming, tons of people coming. Like I said, this is a lot of people I've known over 37 years.
Yay.
A lot of talent is about to come at your way. You're going to see more legends and more icons and just wonderful change makers. Wonderful people are doing things in their respective fields. They're all ambassadors.
Yes.
I might.
And so are you.
Well, you know what? They call me the Harlem Ambassador, which came about because of Down Magazine and of the Harlem people. And Freddie Jackson said once to me, he said, Musa, you are the Harlem Ambassador. If you don't claim it, someone not from Harlem will. Woo!
Come on now.
You heard that, honey? I said, I'm going to step into them heels, honey, and I'm going to.
Holla, where's my tambourine? Where's my tambourine now?
Here's a Freddie Jackson.
We love Freddie. Freddie.
Thank you, Freddie. He got to start all this. And
Freddie,
then, but I want to say that there are many Harlem ambassadors. Okay? I want to be clear about that. I might be known for it more. People kind of gave me the moniker, and I have it, and I've done that with it. But I want to say there's so many of us that are doing the work. But the magazine itself is about ambassadors, right? Who love what they do. Remember that ambassadors love and share what they do. All right. So I'm going to be bringing on people who love and are sharing what they do. All right. The change makers and that. So look out for that. So I can't wait. Deborah Shaw, the iconic model, Deborah Shaw. Cheers.
Cheers, Deborah.
Deborah, I'm claiming it. Nicola, I'm claiming it.
Nicola, yes. Harlem Park to Park. Creator.
Okay, so you know what? I'm looking at the time, and I have for you, sweetheart, because it's Melba and it's Musa.
Eminem.
I thought I was going to get about 4 or 5 questions. Well. That's not what happened. I got a ton of questions for you, Melba. So we're going to answer the first question, and they're just going to go out of order or in order, whatever, right?
Okay, I'll answer them quickly.
Quickly.
Okay.
So Holly asked, if you hadn't named your restaurant Melba's, Holly, we all know Holly. We love you, Holly.
We love Holly.
If you hadn't named your restaurant Melba's, which is the perfect name, by the way, what would you have named your restaurant?
If I hadn't named my restaurant Melba's, which I agree is the perfect name, I probably would have named it Holly's.
Holly, you heard that?
I love Holly. I love my Holly kids. Holly kids, I love you.
And I love that name.
You.
Beautiful.
No, I probably would have named it Harlem Comfort, something like that.
Harlem Comfort? Okay. Sounds
Harlem
right.
Mm-hmm.
The next question is for someone that we know and love very much, Reggie Van Lee.
Reggie! Hey, Reggie.
He's
Love
so
you.
I love you, Reggie.
We do love Reggie.
What is it like to have been can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me, okay. What is it like to have been a part of Harlem before the recent economic resurgence and now to be a part of future Harlem? So what is it like before and after this whole economic resurgence of Harlem?
So that's a great question. I signed my lease here at Melba's in 2004. And we all know 114 was the most notorious drug block in Harlem. And so it was a totally different Harlem, but it's the Harlem that I live in, that I'm born in, and that I've been raised in. So it was like, to me, it was a diamond in the rough. Mm-hmm. I've always seen the beauty and the charm of Harlem. Mm-hmm. And it was important for me to make a difference and to be the difference that I was seeking. Mm-hmm. I could talk about it or I could be about it. And so I specifically chose this block because I wanted to give kids from the community an option. You don't have to go down to 114th Street and sell drugs. You can come in Melba. You can work as a busboy. You know, you can work as a server. You can work as a host or hostess. And that's what it was about for me. It was about employing people in my neighborhood that looked like me.
Fabulous. And you know what you also did is you reclaimed it. You took it back and you brought it back to the people, right? I love that. I love you for that. Wow. Okay. I didn't know this, guys. I'm learning something too. I thought I knew everything about Melba, but I guess I don't. So here we go with the next question. This is funny. So Murphy says, this is just one for.
Oh my God.
Murphy says, I want to ask you, where is his dumbbells?
What he said? What's the question?
Where's his dumbbells?
Oh,
He's running jaw, right?
Murphy. So Murphy used to be my neighbor. Murphy used to be my neighbor, and I probably bought his dumbbells. There's someone at my house being dumb right now. That's where they are. I don't know when. Okay, Murphy, I owe you some dumbbells. I have absolutely no clue. I probably, you know, some people borrow sugar. I have lots of sugar, honey, because I'm a brown girl from Harlem. So not only do I have sugar, I have brown sugar. I didn't need to borrow any sugar. But I had no dumbbells in my house, and I did borrow Murphy's dumbbells to work out.
I'll get them back.
Sorry, Murphy.
I'll get your dumbbells.
Thank you.
I'll deliver.
I could not believe he called me out like that. Here's to Murphy. Here.
We call people out. Okay, so the next question is from Elizabeth, my good friend Elizabeth, who I introduced you to her recently. If she could pick another, if Melba could pick another era to own her restaurant, when would it be? That's kind of a dope question.
That's a really good. I've never been asked that question before. It would probably have to be in the late 30s, early 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would probably have to be in the late 30s, early 40s. You know, when these joints were jumping. You know, when Harlem, when Minton's was alive. You know, during the times of the Savoy, Small's Paradise. I would love to see the ladies dressed in their long gloves. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that, in the earrings. And when you went to the Savoy, there was a you know, there was a photographer there to take your picture, and there was bottle service. You know, it was like you had to buy a bottle, and to see and to hear the bands, to hear Dizzy Gillespie, Thelonious Monk, Charlie Parker. Back then, I would love to have seen that firsthand. So
what we wouldn't give for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A new question is from Lewis Johnson, our friend Lewis Johnson.
Hi, Lewis. I love Lewis.
We adore Lewis.
We do. He is so community minded.
Yes.
So community minded. I love that about him.
And so is Harlem Haberdashery. I want to give a shout out to Harlem Haberdashery.
Yes.
All of our businesses here, but they are doing the good work. Besides being amazing store designers, 5001 flavors. Actually, they actually do a lot of the clothes for a lot of celebrities. Obviously, DJ Khaled is one of them. Definitely. But I want to say, Lewis Johnson's question was, what's her motivation to keep her going during these times? Wow.
Well, first of all, I have to say a shout out to Harlem Bespoke, which is their beverage brand, which we carry here at Melba's, and we love. I'm not even a gin drinker, but that gin, I love it. You have a bottle?
I have a bottle, baby, but I ain't
so you pull it all the tricks off that. The bottle is so beautiful. Is it not dope? OMG.
So dope. In the back.
Look at the bottle. You know, I've never seen a bottle design like that before.
I need for everyone to buy their.
Definitely.
You can see I got started, so you know I'm putting it back.
Harlem Haberdashery. Okay. Harlem Haberdashery. Sorry, I'm at the window. People are walking by. What motivates me is my community and the young people in my community. It's important for me, Musa, Shay, and the whole Harlem Haberdashery team, as you guys know, to lead by example. Our kids, our community, they soak in everything that we do and everything that we say. And so words mean things. And in a time where everything is Insta,
right?
You know, I remember growing up, if I wanted to find out the meaning of a word, I went and I looked at those Britannica encyclopedias. Okay, come on now. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Because I know in my house on 114th 4th Street between Lenox and 7th.
Mm-hmm.
The encyclopedia guy used to come by to get his payment every week.
Right.
So we would go from A to D, and then when we had paid enough up, we would get E to G. Okay, but when I wanted to know a word, I would touch the pages of the gold-binded encyclopedias, and that's how I would learn. I think right now everything is too insta.
Mm-hmm.
Instant this, it's too instant, it's too fast. There's not the process, and there's not a process, and that doesn't allow us the mental process to think about things and to figure things out. So what keeps me motivated and what keeps me going is knowing that words mean things and hoping that I am leading by example for my community.
You are 100%.
Yeah.
Our next question comes from our good friend, Rebecca Moses, my sister. She asked,
Love Rebecca.
We love Rebecca, the great illustrator. She's doing amazing work. She's doing incredible work. What?
Did you see what Rebecca did for my birthday?
Honey, did I? Yes.
Rebecca made it rain with fried chicken coming down on the story. She even had my cameos in there by the one and only Corinne Simpson, who I love and adore. And whether I don't care if I'm on the Today Show, I don't care if I'm on AM Joy or if I'm on 60 Minutes, I'm always rocking my girl, Corinne Simpson.
Love her.
I love her. But anyway, you were saying about Rebecca.
What is your secret dream that no one knows about?
Oh my God, you are not.
Now we're about to find out.
So, I would love to be a background singer on stage one day, only in the background with 2 other people. That's what I would love to do. I'd love to go on stage as a background singer with 2 other singers. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay, so Rakeem Walker, you hear that? Rakeem and Gloria, you got the new background singer. Okay?
Rakeem might fire me, man. You know, Rakeem is tough.
Keep playing. I might join her.
I tell Rakeem I don't read music. I read chicken. Okay, that's what I read. I don't read music, Ra. I read chicken. Breaker 19. Is it done?
Okay. Our next question comes from Emma, my good friend Emma Snowden Jones, who I grew up with.
Hi, Emma.
Went to private school with. What is your opinion of reality show cooks? Who is the most overrated and underrated?
Oh,
you've been on some shows. You've been on some shows.
Damn. Who is the most overrated and underrated?
Tell us without losing a check.
Yeah, right? Okay.
We want you to still, there's all kinds of checks coming.
I'm self-made and I'm from Harlem. So what do I have to lose, right? Overrated, I would say Rachel Ray. Definitely Rachel Ray. You okay? Musa?
I like Rachel Ray, but keep going.
I like Rachel Ray too, but when you ask me overrated.
Overrated, okay.
Underrated, I would say Chef Jannard. Jannard is phenomenal. He has a show with Powerhouse Television, Rochelle Brown and Sonia on Clio TV. And he's great. He's charismatic. He's an amazing chef and a great personality. And he's a family man. He and his wife have 9 kids. And I love Chef Jannard well.
She gave birth to 9 kids. She gave birth to 9 kids, or she adopted?
No, she gave birth, and sister looks good. His wife Kina is no joke. She's beautiful. She's talented. Yeah.
He won.
Well, you know what brown girls do. I got one out, but he's 6'10", so that was all I needed, I think. But Chef Jannard, I think, is totally underrated. And Chef JJ.
Just on that, we're going to go see. JJ. And we love Chef JJ.
Chef JJ.
Chef JJ.
What? You know, Chef JJ was the only chef and the youngest chef to win the Esquire Rising Star Chef. And Chef JJ can cook his butt off. I love him. I've known him from a long time ago when I was partners with Drew and De Niro. And I walked in the kitchen one day at Tribeca Grill, and it was this young, beautiful brown boy back there amongst the kitchen going down. And at 19 years old, that was Chef JJ. So,
oh, wow. Okay, listen, we got a few more questions. And here's the thing. Like I said, we know so many people, and time is of the essence. So I'm gonna pick 3 more, and I love you guys. I asked you guys, I got you, and we can do this another. So I'm gonna ask. So let's go with Farrah.
Okay.
If you could choose another art form besides cooking, what would it be?
Oh, I'd probably be a nurse. I love taking care of people.
You're doing it now.
Thank you.
Through your food. You're nursing us through your food.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so you're living out that dream. Gloria. Okay, I'm gonna leave Gloria's for last because I love her question.
Oh, Gloria. I don't know
love
if she
Gloria. Yvette from Utah says she's Yvette from Utah, right? She just moved back to Utah. I love her dearly. She used to work at Laura's, but she had to move back, and she was living with me for a minute. I'm working on developing my future business. Here's my question: as a successful and loved businesswoman, what has been your greatest inspiration, and what advice do you give other women developing new businesses? That's a perfect question for now.
It is. So my greatest inspiration has been, again, my community and my son, being a mother.
We love your son.
It's about leaving a legacy for those around me and those beside me. Also, I think it's important to inspire people, for me anyway, and everyone that I talk to. It's not about telling you all the good things that happen. It's about telling you the bad things so that you know where the landmines are. If I've stepped on those are things that I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes. So that's really important to me. And the other question, I'm sorry, the second part of that question was, what advice would I give to?
Right. What advice would you give to other women developing new businesses?
The advice that I would give is don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay. The only question that's a crazy question or a stupid question is the unasked question. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Also, check out supply and demand. The business that you're thinking about getting in, is there enough supply, but also is there a demand for the business? And make sure that whatever business you're talking about getting in, make sure that it's not a hobby, but it's something that you can earn a living from. Something that you're not earning a living from is a hobby. It's not necessarily a business. A business is about profits and loss. And follow your passion. Definitely follow your passion. And make sure that you volunteer and spend time in other businesses that are similar to the one that you're considering getting involved with. So you'll know if it's really for you.
Beautiful. I hope you wrote all that down because that's great advice. And remember, if you're not passionate about it, you won't stick with it.
Right.
Okay. So let's also go. We got another question here. And this is a good question from Diane Smith. Who I went to high school with, who's a great artist. Ever. Will Melba consider a more inclusive menu, particularly during these times? Are we going forward, perhaps adding dishes with Beyond Meat or making a few signature dishes vegan?
Well, I've had black eyed pea hummus on my menu for about 2 years, and you should try it. It's absolutely delicious. And people that are not vegans also eat it. Since I opened 16 years ago, I've had a vegetable Napoleon, which is stacked of some great things, which are portobello mushrooms, summer squash, zucchini, grilled red onions on that with a balsamic vinaigrette on that. So I've had that for 16 years on the menu. And I've had the Beyond Burger on my menu for 2 years. So yeah, we just did a wonderful chickpea curry, which we're serving tomorrow for a special event. And and we do a wonderful cauliflower steak. So if we don't have something on the menu, all of those things that I mentioned, except for the last two, the cauliflower steak and the chickpeas, are on the menu every day. And most of them have been on the menu for about 2 years, except for the vegetable Napoleon, which has been on 16 years. But I am what I am. And it's important for me to stay true to who I am. Once I start changing completely, then I'm not me. But we do want to offer, and we do offer dishes for vegans and vegetarians.
Well, it sounds like you offer a lot. So I just want to say that. But the last question is from Gloria Ryan, our good friend. We love Gloria. And she said, this is for both of us.
Okay.
With you both being strong staples in the community, Harlem community, and you're constantly busy, what do you do to maintain balance with self-care, and how do you exhale and relax?
Okay. You want me to go first?
You can go first.
Well, I joined the gym about a year ago, and it's been closed, as we all know. But I normally spend the hours of 5 to 7, 5 days a week in the gym. And that's a really great question, Gloria, because it took me such a long time to get to that point. Being a mother, I'm sorry, guys. Being a mother, being a single entrepreneur of 2 businesses, getting ready to open a third and then a fourth one this year, as soon as this COVID is over and it's safe for people to go out, and opening the other in 2021.
Mussels,
and being a mom and being a woman, we often don't take time for us. We're caregivers by nature. So it took me a minute to get to that point, but I'm so glad I'm here. But I love going to the gym. Whoever thought I would say that? So as soon as they open, I'm back out there. But I also take trips now. Every 4 months, I'm going someplace. You know, I'm taking care of me, because if I don't, I can't take care of all of you.
Absolutely. Self-care. Hey, baby. Hi, Diane.
Diane.
Self-care is the best care. So what do I do? Gosh, it's such a good question. One of the things I do is I do love to work out. So people see me working out on the roof and working out, period. So I try to work out. I want to give a shout out to my dear friend who motivated me to do that, who passed away during this time, Michael Jasper, who was my trainer. And I love you dearly. You would want me to continue. I am continuing. So this is for you, my brother. I want to give you cheers to you. And then I also meditate. My good girlfriend, Angelique Miles, kind of helped me get into meditation. And that really helped me. So I do that in the morning. And walking. I walk through Central Park. So one of the things I love to do is walk and run from my house, 120th Street, all the way through Central Park to 59th Street. And sometimes I'll hit my daughter and my ex-wife. I love you, Jade. I love you, Crystal. Okay, I love you. And I'll go down there. So that's what I do. Okay, the last thing is for you, Melba, is okay. Also, wanted to say to everybody, I want to just say one last thing. So now we're come to the end of it, and that was our last question. Oh, this is one thing for you that came from. Hold on, I'm sorry if I don't say this on air. Is Rick from Staples?
I love you, Rick. I love you.
They love you at Staples on 125th Street.
I love them. Those are my peeps. You know, those are my.
So he said we appreciate her and we love everything that she's doing for our community, and she is doing a lot.
How did you find Rick? Like only you, Musa. Only you.
Only me.
And Rick is not on my Instagram or Facebook page. That's how you found that out.
He printed your cover.
You know, oh my God.
That one that you have, the one that's in the restaurant. I want to cover your restaurant. It's right behind you. The beautiful cover. He printed that specifically.
Oh, I love Rick.
We love you, Rick. Thank you, Rick. You were wonderful today.
Yay.
True Harlem spirit.
Yay.
True Harlemite. True Harlem spirit. I love that.
Look at that. Look at that.
And I just want to say, just for future, follow us. Just one little plug. Follow us on Instagram at ambassador_mag. We're on YouTube, Ambassador Digital Mag. Of course, you're on following us on Facebook. And coming up next, we'll be celebrating Broadway. Daniel Watts and others will be coming. Okay, Broadway was hit really hard. I want to find out. Okay, but I want to take this moment right now to just thank everyone for joining my first telecast. I want to everybody. Thank you, Jack, for coming and joining me on my first broadcast with the beautiful Melba. You're amazing. I love you.
I love you too, Musa. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ching, 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 ching.
To the television or whatever.
And to the entire team who worked on this project.
Paul, Kevin, I love you, Kevin. Paul, get your glass. You got your glass?
Come on, Paul.
Kevin, we love you. Alejandra and people to come. They're coming. Other photographers, I'll be reaching out to you. Okay, everybody.
Cheers.
I love you, love.
And we'll be seeing you. Look out for us for the next live program and Let's Cover. We'll be saluting our dearly departed, the wonderful, amazing Samuel Hardgrass Jr. So we'll be doing something beautiful for him coming up, okay? As well as others. So look out for it. Okay, I love you.
Love you.
Everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye.
And there's a Cash App. You can donate up to our Cash App, Harlem Ambassador, or PayPal, which is my Musa Jackson Productions at Gmail. We got to fund these things. So I love you.
We love you, Musa.
Thank you, Melba.
Bye.
Bye.
Say goodbye to Musa. Come say goodbye.
Paul.
Let's see.
Cheers.
Bye, Musa. Cheers.